Check this rig out. Isaiah here, about to head out and do some fishing on the river with my Pro Angler 14360. It's about to leave the shop here at Lancaster County Marine. Got a nice mud line on it. Shark teeth, sick. Let's get it muddied up today. Should be an awesome day. The weather has been a little bit of rain this week, which should make the river a little bit higher, a little bit more cloudy, and should be perfect weather to fish for some caddies. So here's my setup I'm working with today. I'm out in the Susquehanna River in Wrightsville, Columbia area. I'm on a Hobie Pro Angler 14360 in the Arctic Blue Camo. For today, I took the H-bar off the front. I'm not going to be standing up and fishing much. Hopefully, fishing for some catfish. So, water is smooth today as glass. I don't know if you can see that from my chest rig right here. But yeah, this water is perfect for fishing right now. I'm using my Lowrance Hook 7. This is going to tell me, this is a Downscan model, and it's just going to tell me where the fishing holes are. I fished out here quite a bit, so I know that there's a boating channel, I should say, much further out here, where, like right now, I'm in 5. If you can see that, I'm in 5 and change for depth, 5.1 feet. And looking for that spot where I hit 10 foot, 11 foot. It'll just drop off all of a sudden, and that's kind of where I decide to make my way then onto the bridge. The bridge, tend to catch some good fish under there. It seems to be really dark. It's a good environment for catfish, so I'm gonna try to head out there and see what we can get. So I thought I'd talk a little bit more about this spot that I'm at here. River, it's huge right here. It's about a mile wide. And off to my right, you can see down there, there's a couple little islands. And that goes down toward Safe Harbor Dam and Long Level. And then up to my left up here, you can kind of see the bridge. It's huge. It connects Lancaster County and York County. So what I'm going to do today is find that channel, and then I'm going to take my boat and kind of hook it in reverse, back it up into one of the old bridge pylons. There's these big like brick pylons out here from back in the Civil War, and this bridge was, during the war, it was burned down, so they left all the big pylons in here from that, which is cool. Gives makes the habitat for animals and fish and birds and stuff really cool, but also gives me an awesome spot to kind of back my boat into a spot and get it to where I can sit still and fish. So moving right now, if you see that, kind of going upriver a little bit, at not really putting much effort in at all. I don't really feel like it's too early this morning, so I'm at like 2.88 mile per hour. There's 2.99, so kind of taking my time. I'm breathing a little heavier right now, so I guess I am putting a little more effort in, but if I really get on this, I've clocked myself at certain times doing over 6 miles an hour in the Pro Angler 14. So if you really put a lot of effort in, if you're a lot stronger in the legs than what I am, definitely not that strong in the legs. So if I was, I could really get this boat to move really fast. Water temperature is 50.8 degrees right now. Still in about 5 feet of water. Still working the scanner just to see what we got here. looks like I think I'm getting pretty close to where I want to be, so I'm going to start to head up toward the bridge here. Currently using the rudder for my steering. When you got open water like this, you don't need to steer the drive system. There's really no point in moving side to side right now or using the drive as my steering device. So I use the rudder until I get close, and then I'll pop the rudder up and work the drive in reverse to get me kind of positioned where I want to be. I know this bridge pretty well. There's a lot of graffiti on different things, so I'm trying to look for my common graffiti mark. The first one is, I'm heading right toward it right now. There's a little smiley face of somebody who's on the bridge right there. So I'm going to go toward that. That gives me an idea, and then it's usually 2 or 3 bridge lengths where the holes are a little bit deeper in there. So if I have to, I'll move under the bridge, continue to scan just to see where I get the most depth. I've caught big flatheads in here before with kayaks that I had no business even trying to do it with. So now I've got a boat. This thing can handle it. I don't know that I'm going to catch a flathead today, but we'll see. We can always hope for the best. I have this Lowrance set to 800 kilohertz right now in the downscanning, so the image quality is like really clear. You can see that's picking up every little bit on the bottom. The river right here, it's cloudy. I can't see bottom and I'm in 6 feet, but if you're out here in the summertime and it is clear, it's a lot of grasses and makes for great places for bass. So a lot of guys like to come in here and fish for bass. It's also, though, the river is, because it's so wide and deep in spots, it's fantastic habitat for catfish. So there's a lot of channel cats. I hooked onto a flathead a few years back that was at least 3 feet big. So, and he pulled my kayak around for over a half hour. That was probably the coolest thing ever. So we're gonna see if we can hook onto something like that today. Otherwise, any fish we get's always a good one. Get a photo with them, put them right back in the habitat, and leave them there for next time. Probably see that. There's a little smiley face. Call him Bob. And we'll see what kind of depth we got under here at the bridge here. If we hit 10 feet, give it a go. See what we can do. There's definitely, you can see where that river line is there off the bridge. It's a little bit high right now. It's kind of safe, you know. It is safe. You just gotta have the right boat when you're doing this. It does get a little bit flowy up here, I can see that. 7 feet, 8. Max. Check this out. Pushing down a little bit. There's a little bit of flow right here. There's a drop off that way right there. Make a drop off. Over about 5 to 8 to 9 feet. Going along right now, just scanning. I just want to see which channel I want to cast into. One of these is deep. Definitely wear your vest when you're doing this kind of stuff. Watching where you're going, judging by the current. I gotta angle my boat slightly upward when I'm doing this. And you definitely want to be somewhat fit so you can handle pedaling the whole time. So I'm not really taking any breaks right now. This is constant movement. It's like all in brush and stuff there. I don't think I want to mess with this spot. It's not as much current right here though. So it might be an option then to back my boat into that brush. There's a lot of current on this pilot. Swirls around, speeds everything up. Nicknamed the whole Karen's hole, so that's a good fishing spot. I'm going to see if I can find that. This piling up here is Ruth. Just hit. Let's see if it can. If not, I'll come back here, hit that spot. Watching this, no disrespect. There's 8 foot. A lot of structure right there. Big structure. See that? That's like don't know if that's a tree or if it's just some shale and rock, but it creates a big dip right there, big hole. It's probably some shale and rock. This river's really rocky. Here already. Let's position it up. So right now I found a spot. I'm going to try to get my boat to stop moving here. Drive the skeg and the rudder up. Because if you back into something, they don't spring out of the way. So you gotta be careful of that. So sideways, but right in. Sweet. Alright, I got some trees out in front of me here. And trees a little bit. Trying to do that. Flutter pedal. Keep the flippers close to the bottom. Let's see here. For the most part, it's pretty steady. Let's go with it. We're going to rig up this rod. Throw. Real thing. I bought the real thing, so I should. Alright, today what we're going to throw, get this guy recording so you can see that. Today what we're going to throw is crawlers. You can throw rubber worms too, that's always a good idea, but honestly, I've always had the best luck with these guys. It's kind of my go-to at this point. If you want to catch a fish and kind of in that slump where you are just not getting something, getting snagged all the time, or you're just not coming home empty, I just like to go to a night crawler. This is night crawlers in fresh water. That's the important thing. If I'm fishing saltwater, go with the blood worm. Nearby, hopefully we'll start going through some of these. If we get some bites, we'll see what we get. Get it out there as far as I can. That's what I wanted to do, but kind of restricted here with that tree. So the thing with fishing night crawlers is what Pops teaches you when you learn how to fish is be patient, let it sit, cast it in, throw it, and then I'm not working it, I just let that, we got our rod tip out in front, maybe we can see it there, until I feel bites, fish jerking, and then we will catch something. Sometimes it takes a while, sometimes it doesn't take long at all. The feeling today, it's not going to take long. We'll see. I like to work one rod, so right now I'm using Sixgill Akylos. I really like this rod. It's carbon, it's light, it throws really easy. I always bring a spare rod along just in case, but one rod keeps my hands on the rod so I can feel when I'm getting a bite or when it's snagged. Saltwater's a different game though. If you guys fish saltwater, then you know that sometimes you're trolling with multiple rods. These boats are awesome for trolling. You got rod holders behind you, and you can leash your rods off to the boat. You can also do a fish crate. Hobie makes the H crate, which is pretty sweet. That I want to get my hands on one of those, but for today, I went light on the tackle and gear. Just what I need to be successful, so hopefully we can get some success here. Fast forward the video. Sometimes you get bites right away, right off the bat, but sometimes it takes 20 minutes for it to sit, for the fish to really check it out, and one of them to commit. This thing about the night crawlers, those guys just continue to move around, so it really gives you good motion and gives something for the fish to smell and kind of see. I like my spot where my boat is though. It's maybe moved an inch since I started, and I'm not anchored or anything. I choose to not use an anchor right here because I want to be able to, when that fish gets on, I want to be able to track it. Sometimes, especially if you catch a flathead, those things are beasts, so you want to be able to move out and let that fish pull you a little bit, and you got to tire that fish out. This GoPro on my chest rig is giving me trouble, so I'm probably working on one rig right now. Try to remember to turn this on. Kind of drifting out a little bit. Let's move it back. So, fortunately, a couple things happened there. Worm was taken. Never felt the bite. Chest rig decided not to save any of the recordings that I took on my way out here, so I apologize. As I was talking earlier and trying to show the depths and things, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. At least the rig out in front of me is working right now. I'm using GoPro Hero 7s, silvers, and they work really well. I'm pretty happy with it, but it's showing that I have some kind of formatting issue on this SD card, on the one that's on the chest rig. So hopefully I can get that all figured out. I was able to record a little bit. It'll record probably less than a few minutes at a time. So I'll try to hit the record button when I do get some bites and get a fish on. That way you can see that in action off the chest rig. Like it. Drop. Drop. Sun is finally coming out. Very overcast morning, but it's coming out. It should make it a little bit warmer out here. It's kind of cold out. Alright, I'm going to give this a shot here. I moved out from my spot. I'll go back to it, but I'm going to try to get, I like that spot. I can leave the drag loose. Get back to where I want to go, where I want it to sit. Got a little more accurate cast right there. I'm trying to hit that spot. I just couldn't cast out there because there's trees back here. Let's see. This thing's legit though. You can see I'm like moving it sideways right now, right to where I want to go. Just hit something, reef, shallow rock or something. Flood it. There we go. This duck is really pissed off at me for some reason. Not liking me. So I was just kind of dozing off for a minute and got a massive attack. And of course I didn't set the hook. So I know where he is now. Casting to that spot. We'll give it some time here and see what happens. This chest rig is basically deleting all my media when it tries to format the SD card. So I've got a problem with it, but I did move positions here. I'm at a different pylon. Kind of got a tree holding me in place right here, and it looks like a good habitat right here for some fish. A lot of rockiness right there, and it looked like about 8 feet where I cast into, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna call it a day out here. One set of bites there, one fish, but I was kind of dozing off, so I was unable to set the hook and catch him. Hopefully next time I get this chest rig looking right. And the wind's really picked up out here. I've been out here almost 4 hours now, so it's a good time. And some strong current going on. The wind's just making it really cold, so I'm going to call it a day. I don't know if you can see this, but like a lot of wind has picked up and it's getting real choppy out here. You can see the fish finder in action. I'm going at 3.22 mile per hour right now. This Pro Angler 14 is a monster. This thing really handles this well. No problems. A little splash right there. This is a boat, man. Can handle this.